In this video, I will just tell you my experience on using different types of paint rollers. When you go to a paint shop to buy a paint roller, you can see different types of paint rollers there. For example, this one is bigger one and bigger thread and medium sized thread and low sized thread. In other words, we can say a bigger type roller, medium type roller, and a smaller type roller. So like me, some of you may be confused which roller for which purpose. Actually, there are some things you have to remember while buying and using a paint roller. This is a medium type one. For example, the top one, the yellow one, is a bigger sized roller, and this one, white one, is medium sized, and this green one, that also we can say it's a medium sized one, medium sized thread, a fiber. So each type roller we have to use in different types of surfaces. If you are wrongly using any roller, nothing is going to happen, but there's some kind of imperfection or inconvenience you will have to experience. That only is the difference. Now this bigger type roller, this yellow one, this is actually usually used on fresh surfaces. In fresh surfaces, as you know, there can be microscopic holes of that cement plastering. So when you use this bigger type one, what will happen is it will absorb more paint and it will pump or it will infuse those paints to inside all these holes. Understood? That means as it carries a lot of paint, you can spread and fill all these small holes in a better way using this bigger type roller. Instead of this bigger type one, if you are using the smaller one, smaller thread type or smaller roller, if you are using, what will happen is it will not be as effective as this one. You can still use the other roller, but in a surface like a fresh surface or a surface which is not very leveled or very even, it is better you use this bigger type, because as it carries a lot of paint, it will equally spread, or it will fill all the holes on the surface in a better way. The price and all is almost same, but for this bigger one, maybe a little only, it will be a little expensive. This smaller one, this white roller, this is of a smaller kind of thread. So this roller is better for a surface which has been applied putty. That means on puttied surface, it is better you use this one, so that you will get that smooth finish. So in a puttied surface, if you are using this bigger roller, you can still use, no problem, but what will happen is the impression of this big fiber or thread will be visible in the surface. But if you are using the smaller type thread roller on a puttied wall, the surface will be a little smoother than you use the bigger roller. Understood? You can still use, no problem, but you can still use this bigger roller on puttied surface. If you like the there will be a design like impression when you use this, because the thread of this bigger roller is bigger now, so the impression or the a kind of design like will you can see on the surface. If you like that design, no problem, you can use that. So usually this bigger one people use on fresh surface, freshly cemented surface, etc., and on surfaces which are not very even, because if you are using this smaller type roller on a surface which is not that even, what will happen is you will have to roll that roller many times to spread the paint all over. But if you are using this bigger roller, the advantage is that as it carries a lot of paint in it, it will smoothly spread, and it will the surface will drink more paint, and it will cover and fill all the holes. So that only is the main difference. Another thing is that when you use this bigger roller, you have to keep in mind that a lot of quantity of paint you have to keep in your hand. Supposing you are buying just a liter paint and trying to use this bigger roller, what will happen is it will absorb all that paint. Understood? So if you are using a smaller quantity of paint when you get free time, it is better you use this smaller thread type roller, so that it will drink, or it will catch only less amount of paint, so that it will be economical. Understood? In any case, after using this roller, you have to wash it very well. This bigger one will catch or drink a lot of paint first time, but you can use it for a long time. That means if you're planning to paint for maybe 2, 3, 4 hours continuously, it is better you use this bigger roller.